All right, once again, y'all already know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Call of Duty Black Ops 2. As you can see in the background, this game right here will arguably be one of the best Call of Duty games ever made. Some people would say Black Ops 1, some people would say this game, some people would say Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2. But me personally, out of all the Black Ops games, this is the game that I would say is the best. Now, sadly, I couldn't play this on Xbox, you know, to how many people. So we're over here on Plutonium today. We're gonna see if we can actually get into a lobby, but I don't even know, bro. Where do I start? Like, this game was something else, I ain't gonna lie. We only got 390 people online, but I'm pretty sure we can find the lobby. It's still early my time. It's 9:15 in the morning. But I don't know, man. This game definitely hits home when it comes to the prestige camos, or not prestige camos, when it comes to just the prestige logos in general. We had theater mode. What else? We got the emblem creator. It's actually a good thing that we can look at everything right here. Mass creator class. This game was like top tier in my opinion. Like, I know I probably say that about every game, but this game right here really hits home. Beside, like, when it comes to like the old era of Call of Duty, and most people would have played this around their, what is it, elementary school days, going on to high school, depending on how old you are. But yeah, this game definitely hits home, man. Like, this game, it's just something about this game that just made it so much better. Well, we're gonna look at the classes here. Very straightforward class setup, I ain't gonna lie. All the classic guns that people remember: the SWAT, the FAL, the SCAR, MA and AN. I'm tired. Let me see. The DSR pre-patch, Ballista. We don't speak about this. MP7. Pretty much every SMG was tough, including the Peacekeeper. Let's see. The best part about this, in my opinion, when it comes to like camos, any type of customization, was these camos right here. If y'all don't know about these camos, these were pretty much like the best camos we didn't have back in the day. And what you can do is you can pretty much buy any of these camos for about, what, like $2, I think, $2-3, and it would be universal, so it can go in any single gun. You had classics like Cyborg, Bacon, Pack-a-Punch. Like, they were so good. I don't know. Or then Weaponized 115, the Dragon Afterlife. Cause you have so many different camos in this game, and I don't know what they're doing now, but they need to go back to this system. This right here was pretty much the best system they had pretty much ever. You can buy a good looking camo for your gun and it will go on any single gun in the game. You can't beat that. You literally can't. All right, so now we have over 400 people online. Let's just see if we can actually find a server. Like I said, it's unfortunate I couldn't find like an actual, or I don't have like an Xbox or anything to play this game on, but you know, luckily in Plutonium we trust, so we're gonna see what we can do. I don't know, man. All these servers are pretty much, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. My ping is going to be atrocious. I know that.
Team deathmatch. Do whatever you need to ensure.
Yeah, but this
success.
is crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie. This game right here, there's just something about this game that was extremely crazy. Now, as you see, we are on the PC version, so you're gonna see all that shit on the left side. Imagine if we had FOV slider back then in the older cards. I wonder how it would play out. Specifically with this game, I know they kind of play different now, because you know you can see more. But yeah, we're gonna see.
UAV inbound.
The Peacekeeper sounds so nice, man. Hopefully the game's not too loud. God. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm on my ping is high as shit, so they're gonna be at an advantage. But this game, when it comes to these maps, most of these maps in this game are pretty much good in my opinion. including this one. I can't really argue about the maps in this game. The only problem that I would have is that, you know, obviously in the original game, like the hit detection was a little off for some reason. I think some people would definitely agree with that. The hit detection was insanely weird. Like sometimes you wouldn't even be shooting people in the kill cam and you would automatically get the kill, and it would be so weird. I have a small story. So basically, back in the day, you know, I was younger, so I didn't really get to play like the first 2 DLCs of this game, which was a bummer. I was younger at the time, so you know, didn't have a job, couldn't afford it, so I ended up having a game share with my friends at a later time. So I kind of missed out on, what is this, Cove? I think it's called. What is this map called? I think it's map called Cove. I forgot. Yeah, I just wonder how this game would do in today's world of Call of Duty. I wouldn't want it remastered only because I feel like they would definitely ruin the game, like plugging in all types of microtransactions, crazy skins and shit like that, added in shit that wouldn't stay loyal to its remaster. If you guys know, remember Modern Warfare Remastered and how that was supposed to be. It was faithful like the first couple months, but you know, it ended up turning into a crazy, you know, they started adding DLC weapons, they had supply drops, so that wasn't really a faithful remaster. So I kind of disagree when people say, you know, they want this game remastered. I understand why, but at the same time, y'all gotta understand, like, this is a business at the end of the day. They're not just gonna add a remaster like this and then, you know, not change it up. Yeah, most of these maps were insanely good. And I know that this is on PC, but this game looks like insanely good right now. I didn't know how good this game looks or looked back then. Oh, there goes Hijacked over there. But yeah, let me know what Black Ops is your favorite down below. This is definitely this has to be like everyone's like go-to Black Ops game, 100%. There's no way. Most people will say, like, you know, Black Ops 1 is the best, which I would agree if, you know, if they didn't take everything that Black Ops 1 had and made it better in this game, in my opinion. Some things I'm not a fan of, you know, Target Finder. The shock charges were annoying. And, you know, other small things, but when it comes to everything else, how the maps play, how the gunplay feels, it just, I don't know, the game just runs super smooth. And I played Black Ops 2 way more than Black Ops 1. I'm not saying it's a bad game, obviously, but I just have way more experience with this game rather than Black Ops 1. I don't know, growing up on this game, you know, playing Town. What's all the zombie maps in this game? It used to be Town, Buried, Die Rise, Mob of the Dead, and Origins, right? Pretty sure I missed one. Why do I feel like I'm missing one for some reason? Going for diamond camo is was pretty easy in this game. I would definitely say that Black Ops 2 has the best diamond camo. If it wasn't for Black Ops 4, I believe Black Ops 4 in today's age, like as I'm recording this video, I believe that it has the best diamond camo. Yes, I understand people will say, oh, it doesn't stick to the original because it's, you know, it changes, but let's be honest here, that diamond camo looks just as good as Black Ops 2's, and you can't even disagree. I don't know, it was just so simple back then. Like, you didn't have to do nothing too crazy. You didn't have to, like, figure out all the meta attachments for your guns and nothing like that. Like, you just, you know, make a class, load the game up, and just play. Like, you don't have to sit there and think about what grips, what sights, like meta loadouts for multiplayer. Like, you didn't have to do that back then. Everyone just had like a personal preference, use what they wanted to use, and now, you know, you can hop into a game and do good. Those were the good days of Call of Duty. And I sound old as shit right now, but hey, I don't care. A lot of people would definitely want to go back to this old system. In today's Call of Duty, like even with the Omni movement and stuff with Black Ops 6, I don't think it's bad. I just think that they have to change and fix what the main issues are, and everybody would probably be okay. They probably wouldn't be complaining about Call of Duty as much if they actually took the time to fix their game and care about it like they did these ones back in the day. Now, like I said, a lot of people wouldn't even agree that these are like the best Black Ops games or the best like COD games of our era or just in general, but everyone's definitely gonna agree with me when it comes to, you know, how the game is played and, you know, not wanting a million attachments or all these unnecessary changes to make the game more complicated. I'm not saying I can't adapt, but at the same time, like, everyone likes simple shit. If you can keep it simple while, like, you know, adding stuff. For example, like I said, with Omni Movement, I believe that you can still keep a simple game going with, you know, Omni Movement, but bring back stuff that people love from, like, the older games. But don't ruin it. They like to bring old stuff back and then ruin it along the way, and it just wouldn't be a fun experience for anybody. Like, I feel like now they're just depending on nostalgia too much and breaking the game in the progress. This game was so fun. Like, I'm just too busy talking about it that I didn't even know if I was locked into the game, low-key. And I'm on bro, my ping is so bad. I'm on a 193 ping. It is crazy, yo. Yeah, and also let me know down below what your guys' favorite gun is. Mine has to be, if I truly had to say, let me see. I like most of these guns, but I have to say it's probably the MP7.
Team deathmatch.
I don't have a camera on it, but we're just gonna use it anyway because, you know, why not?
Green light has been given. Move.
But what map is this? Is this that paintball map? Oh, I remember this too, yo, my God. Look, I'm over here whining like I'm playing the new Call of Duty. Yeah, when it came to DLC maps, this game had a pretty good DLC season, which do I think they should go back to? I don't know. I feel like seasons are good for the game. I don't think it's a bad thing, but at the same time, I feel like people would still pay for like season passes and DLC maps and stuff like that. People pay for skins and stuff, so I wouldn't see why. The only reason why it's a main issue now, I feel like, is because everybody and their mom like understands that you got to pay $70 or $100 for the game depending on which one you get, and then on top of that you got to pay for skins in the game, which are ranged between like 20-30 something dollars, like per skin. It would be different if they treated it like Fortnite, and you know, if the game was free, then I'm pretty sure people wouldn't mind paying $20-30 for a skin as long as the game is free. But we all know that Call of Duty's not gonna do that. They're not gonna make this game free. They can try to get all the money out as possible, and that's just how it is. That's just the sad truth. It'll probably never go to the point where the game is free.
Counter UAV inbound.
Is that an MSMC? Pick it up! But I think we all understand that if the game was to go free, like there was like one client, right, and that they would constantly update. Kind of how they're doing. I'm not talking about the what we have today. I'm just talking about, like, the game would be called Call of Duty, and then they would just update it every year depending on whose turn it is. So like Infinity War, Sledgehammer, and stuff like that, it would be free. And then they would just, you know, plug in all these crazy skins, all these crazy camos, microtransaction, whatever you want to call it. And I'm pretty sure people wouldn't mind doing that over spending 20, 30, 40 something dollars on a game that they already paid $70 to $100 for. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, back in the day, camos were really like simple. Like you had your gold camo and you had your diamond camo. That was it. You didn't have the crazy
UAV inbound.
camos that you have now. Which, don't get me wrong, they still look good, but a lot of people say, oh, it's not modern Call of Duty or something like that. Like, it's not, you know, we missed the old Call of Duty. The camos is not the problem. It's the fact that I understand that they're a business, but they're leaning more towards the newer generation, if that makes sense. That's why you see all these cartoon skins. That's why you see all the American Dads, the Ninja Turtles, and all that stuff. They're trying to target the younger audience because they know that they're gonna end up buying those skins. Don't get me wrong, grown-ups are gonna buy them too, but 9 times out of 10 you have that younger audience that's gonna end up buying those type of skins and stuff like that. Or, you know, if you have a favorite skin like, you know, Ninja Turtles or anything like that, you're gonna end up buying it too. But that's besides the point. So when people really complain about what they're doing with Call of Duty now, it's kind of like, yeah, I understand, but at the same time they're just trying to target a younger audience because they know that their OG audience isn't going to be buying them as much, as that makes sense. I don't have an issue with it, but at the same time, if they're going to be doing stuff like this, I just wish that they would fix the game Fixing the game should be like their #1 priority, rather than adding, you know, American Dad and Roger skins and all this other shit in the game instead of fixing the main issues, which is driving people away from the game. Like I said, none of these games are perfect, but at the same time, like, they wasn't splurging out DLC skins, camos down our throats every fucking week. Like, they're treating it like a live service game, if that makes sense, or just, like, I don't know, like, I feel like in today's Call of Duty, they have to keep the game updated to the point where, you know, otherwise it's going to drive people away. But did they really do that back then? Like, if you think about it, the Black Ops 1, 2, Modern Warfare 2, 3 days, like, they didn't have to do that. Like, they didn't have to keep the game updated every single week or every other week, you know, just to keep it relevant. Yes, I understand times have changed and there wasn't seasons back then, but at the same time, I feel like you didn't need all that. Like, you didn't need to have, like, I don't know. It's weird to explain. If you guys know what I'm trying to say, then I don't know. I just feel like with these games, like, what happened to giving us a game that, you know, that's actually complete and planning ahead with the DLCs and shit? Because they would give us the DLC like every, what, 2-3 months in or whatever. Like, I forgot how long the DLC seasons were. But they definitely wasn't, like, quick. I remember back in the day, these were the lobbies of hell, like when people used to come in game chat and just shit talk you all the time. I remember I didn't have a mic, so I always used to hear people just, you know, complain that I was camping. You know, the typical complaints that people get when you play Weird back then. But yeah, I like how we're getting back-to-back games. I understand we're on Plutonium, but we don't have to wait, so this is pretty much a straightforward video. What? Of course, as soon as I said something, you do not have this map or the content is damaged. I should have every map. What are you talking about? We're gonna see if we can find a better lobby. We're trying to snipe. I haven't sniped in Black Ops 2 in so long, so we're gonna make a class real quick, and then we're gonna hop into a lobby, and hopefully I'm gonna get pooed on. All right, now that we found a game, or a server at least, we'll just hop into a new town and snipe for a little bit. If you guys don't know, this is where everybody and their mom used to, you know, go on 1v1, the good old times. Okay, well, I just suck because, you know, I didn't even hit him. And the game is already over. That's crazy. But I remember, yeah, everyone and their mom was complaining about how the DSR got nerfed. And, like, I don't know, like, back then, why was it such a big issue? No, don't get me wrong. I understand there were trick shotters, there were snipers, phase, and all that, so I get it. But, like, to send emails to do like that, like, people just had no respect. It was kind of weird. Like, that's weird. Is that not weird to y'all? Like, but can we actually play this game out? Can I not join into a game that was already, like, listen. It was so nice to actually hit shots with this too. Oh my god, it sounds so good. Oh my god. This game's diamond just looks insane, I'm not gonna lie. Still to this day. Like I said, the closest thing to this was probably Black Ops 4s, and people are just gonna fight me with that, because if you ever play Black Ops 4 and if you know the diamond camo in that game, it is 100 times better. Or damn near might be in the same boat. Let me know how much you guys played Black Ops 2 back in the day. I literally used to play it a lot, especially after, you know, I stopped getting in trouble because, yeah. But after I got my game back when I was younger, I was definitely on this game 24/7. All because I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really get to play it like the first 2 seasons. Or the DLC packs or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, but if I had to rate the Black Ops games, in my personal opinion, and this is just the order, it would go Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 3, 4, 6, and Cold War. Cold War, I don't feel like Cold War is bad, but if we're just going, okay, we're gonna do 2 separate lists, right? We're not gonna mess up like I did in the last video. We're gonna do 2 separate lists. We're gonna do, you know, the list of, you know, which I think is like better. So we're gonna do Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 6 and Black Ops Cold War. Now hear me out, hear me out. A lot of y'all probably paused the video and said, what the fuck, this dude's tripping. I like Cold War, just not that much, okay? It had a bad start for me. And then we're just gonna leave it at that. But if we're gonna put it in terms of how much I played the game and how much fun I had, we're gonna do Black Ops 2, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 1. Let me see. Black Ops 3, 6, and Cold War again. Hopefully I didn't repeat one of the games, but yeah, we're just gonna do it like that. That's my official list. I'm always gonna put Black Ops 2 first because, like I said, I didn't play Black Ops 1 as much. I still played it, but you know, Black Ops 2 just has to hit home for me, and that's the one I started playing Black Ops 2 at first, then I went back to play Black Ops 1. Like I know it's kind of weird playing them out of order, but hey, it just had to happen. I remember the times playing Search and Destroy in this game, and you can actually ninja defuse. Anybody remember those days? Back then where you can actually like pull off a ninja defuse. Now you can't pull shit off when everyone wearing these super bright ass skins and shit. You can actually pull off a ninja defuse because of the certain outfit you were wearing. So like you can wear something like that, or you know, I don't know, or something like this. This would blend in too on certain maps. I remember pulling off hella ninja diffuses back in the day. When it comes to this game, I would definitely rate it like higher if it didn't have the small issues. I'm definitely gonna give it like a 9 out of 10 only because like this is pretty much a very completed Call of Duty game, especially you know, everyone remembers Black Ops 2. Like if you ask most people what their favorite Call of Duty was, 9 times out of 10 they're going to say Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1. But I feel like most of the time they would definitely say Black Ops 2 because of, you know, simple shit. They're always going to bring up the DSR-50, the AN-94. For some reason, my brain was about to say the cooler, wrong game. They're going to bring up all these guns. They're going to bring up all these streaks. They're going to bring up all the times that they had, you know, playing 5 town zombies. The campaign was good too. And the fact that they're making Black Ops 7 now and it's a sequel to Black Ops 2, I just thought it would be a good idea to revisit this game now. In the future, I think I am going to play it, go back and play the campaigns for both, just so I can get some type of, you know, refresher, since, you know, I guess Black Ops 7, like I said, is supposed to be a sequel. But that's pretty much all I have to say about this game. I don't really have nothing else to go back to. Like I said, I'm on the Plutonium version. I'm not really on the console version, so I can't find stable lobbies for myself. As you can see right now, there's only 3 players and all the rest of these servers have, you know, nobody in them. This one has a high ass ping, so I really can't do anything. But I still thought it was a good idea to take the time to come back and revisit this game, talk about how the memories was, talk about how good the game was back in its prime. Like I said, let me know down below what you guys think about Black Ops 2. Was this your favorite Black Ops game, or was this your favorite Call of Duty game in general? Leave a like down below. Share this with your friends. Do they like Black Ops 2? Did they like this era of Call of Duty now, or do they like what they got going on nowadays with the, you know, Black Ops 6 Modern Warfare games? And until next time, I'm out.
Trying to get it back, know how that go. Cause I can't be sitting around, bro, talking about real pain, this shit no joke. Cause I can't be sitting around, bro, talking about real pain, this shit no joke. Can't stop my blunts, like how they smoke.